I got to clean out this computer. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, I am the Seattle Black Veteran. Thank you for hanging out with me. Well, actually, thank you, bless you for, uh, yeah, I was video earlier. I was in the hospital. Jeez, man, all day long, still sporting my badge of honor for IV in the arm. But yeah, so we actually spent all day in a goddamn hospital, and I'm not mad about that. I don't like hospitals, but it is what it is. But anyway, so we're out of the hospital now. Check it out. I was supposed to redo this, and I haven't did this in a year. So for everybody who responded, I apologize for not getting back with you sooner. Let me click something around here because I want to get in here. And I want to mention some people in here, their comments. And so we're going to talk about Vash Hud. Vash Hud is what am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, Vash Hud is the Section 8. Section 8 for veterans, actually. And so we're going to go over this, and I want you to hopefully follow me here. Let me see. I was supposed to be looking at something. Oh, here we go. And because we're going to be addressing some questions that were about the video that I did pretty much a year ago. And I apologize for not getting back with you on this particular subject because I had a lot of people asking questions. Well, a lot of people came to the page and viewed the comments, and some people had a lot of some very good questions. So I want to address your questions, and we're going to talk about this first. But we want to talk about what is Vash Hud? What is Vash Hud? That's the thing we want to talk about first. So let me pop the screen up to you here, and we're going to get with that here. I'm trying to find these questions here, but we'll pop the screen up, and we'll get you on point with that. I think I passed it or something like that. I'm always here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to. I'm going to click this over, and we went into reviews. Oh God! Can't tell me I can't get in there. Are you serious with that? Comments. Here we go. I do apologize. The old Seattle Black Veteran is slipping like a bad transmission today. Yeah, it's been a long day. When you go to the hospital, oh, good Lord bless your heart. Hope you don't ever have to go to the hospital. But yeah, I was there for a little bit of time today. So let me see here. Whoa, where's my page? Where's my page? Where's my page? Oh, here we go. All right. So the first question we have is, what is Vash Hud? What is Hud? What is Vash Hud? Okay, so let me get the screen in full motion for you here. Let me see. I can do it right here. Okay, so let's look at this. Vash Hud. Vash Hud, what does it say? Vash Hud is pretty much a Section 8. I'll break it down to you. I'm going to give it to you what they say. What is a Veterans Administration supportive housing, which is Hud Vash? What is Hud Vash? What is Hud Vash? Okay, Hud Vash. Hud is Veterans Affairs Supporting Housing, which is HUD. HUD Vash program for is collaborating efforts between the United States Department of Housing and the Urban Developed Housing, which is HUD. The United States Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA, and local public housing authorities. Under the Vash HUD program, eligible low-income veterans receive a Section 8 voucher alongside a case management and supports services from the VA at the VA Medical Center. Okay, so now let me just back it up for you a little bit here. All right, so from the VA at the medical center. All right, now you can go at the medical center and request, and ask for help with Vash HUD. How can you get on that program? Okay, so I'm gonna give it to you from a nut. This nut here. If you want to get this particular information that's on my screen, just go in type into Google, what is Vash HUD? And it'll break it down to you. It will give you this sheet here, and it'll read to you what Vash HUD is. All right, landlords. Okay, how does the participation in Vash HUD's program benefit me? Participating as a landlord in the Vash HUD rental subsidy program helps provide critical affordable housing in a New York veterans is needed. Okay, I got this up off the internet. I want you to check it out, but this is what it's going to come to you in a nutshell. I want you to look at what Vash HUD is. Now, after I've been through this, I'm going to tell you how it actually worked as I was going through it. Now, I'm going to give you some catching up here. Now, what I want to do, I want you guys to pay attention with me for a minute here. And I'm going to walk you through, what my last video was. and we're going to talk about that because I want to clear up some things. I want to clear up some things, and I want to answer some questions. So let me get to the questions first, and then we're going to go into uh, this video that I did about a year ago. All right, so I want you guys to look at this here. Why can't illegal immigrants get housing and full food payments a month when an honorable discharge vet is so hard? Okay, I'm trying to read this. I'm reading it protect. I am getting $20 a month for food. Speaking for all vets out there trying to get a food and housing, etc. Okay, now check this out. I'm gonna give you this here. I'm gonna put me up on here. Now, according to this gentleman's question or lady, whoever they be, um, as an illegal, he says on here, why can't illegal immigrants get housing? I don't know the answer to that question, honestly. Illegal immigrants getting housing because now, and if you're honorably discharged vet, I think that's what you should be showing to if you go to the VA hospital. They have a place there. You can go to Pass an ID or where travel is, or go to the information booth at your VA hospital and let them know this is what you're interested in doing. Now, if you're honorable discharged veteran, I think for me, I think that's precedent. If you're honorable discharged veteran, that should come first with helping you get into a house. Okay. If you're honorable discharged veteran and you're only getting $20 a month for food, now the question would be for me to ask you this: are you a disabled veteran? And if you are a disabled veteran, how much money are you getting from your disability? Now, I'm gonna tell you this true, and I wish I had my wallet with me. I probably got rid of that card. When I went homeless, the problem that the food program here in Washington, King County, Washington, to be precise, if you're making over a certain amount of income and you don't have kids and you don't have a home, they're not going to give you too much money. I tell you this, when I got to 80% I got to 60 and went to 90, but even at 90% disabled veteran, I could not get on the food stamps. They would not give me a food card. And they did, it was like only for $12. And so they're telling me because I make too much money. And now I would urge you to look into that wherever state you are in and what county you're in. I'm telling you, this is from Washington, King County, which is Seattle provides in that, and a lot of the other smaller cities provide within the county, of course. But up here, it may be different from what you have down there. Okay, so let me get to another question on here, or maybe a statement on here. I want you guys to to roll with me on this because I talked to you earlier about budget. Go back and look at my budget video. We just did this maybe a week ago or something like that. Go check that out because that's going to be coinciding with some of this that I'm telling you here now. Now, somebody said thank you for the detailed information. Thank you for your service and sharing it with experience your experience for doing this post. I appreciate that, and that is from G. Smith. And I appreciate this. This was a while ago. I'm hoping it will help provide housing to veterans in need. Yeah, definitely. Hey, what's up, Patty J? How you doing? Beautiful. Thank you for hanging there. Hey, thank you for giving me your love while I was in the hospital. Everything turned out good. It just actually put me in a stratosphere now that I can't drink beer like I used to no more, because that is probably the problem that's messing with my my livelihood here, should I say. Okay, let's move to the third thing. It says, just asking about income limits. Income limits only. Can a disabled vet 100% VA service connected disability receive HUD Vash assistance? 100% VA service connected. Well, it's a disability. I'm thinking it's a service connected veteran receiving in 2023. Yeah, even getting that 100%, and that's a good point because it is 3621. Okay, what you're getting a month for being 100% veteran. And I want to say, Latrim, thank you for that question, brother. I appreciate it, and actually, I wish he would answer. I hear you, Ricky to Rich. I know, and I have to apologize to you guys because I didn't get back to this. I've been like kind of really slipping, but I'm going to get back on this, and we're going to be 100, and we're going to get these questions answered. I promise you. Leave me questions or drop me an email. Let me see if I put it on here. Drop me an email and or leave me a question or comment, and we'll get back. I promise you, I'll get back with you. So to answer Latrim's question is yes. Now I'm in King County, Washington. I want you to check it out in your particular county and see, because I am 100% veteran. I was, even when I was 100% veteran a year ago, I was still on that program, and I still was able, to put away $1,500 a month in my pocket, and they were still able to help pay. Okay. Now that we're talking about this, I'm hoping I'm not getting too ahead of myself, but what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this form here. Now, this form is only in King County, Washington. So when I talk about this form here, I want, and since Latrim asked that particular question, we're going to answer this. So I want to show you this real quick. Okay. We're going to pop back up my other screen here, and we're going to get kind of medieval. I'm going to show you another form here. Okay. Now this form may not apply to you, because I'm in King County, Washington with this form. Okay. So this form may not apply to you, but we're just going to do what we can to make sure you get this information. Okay. So let's look at this here, and I hope you can see this. I'm going to blow it up some little bit more here, so you can see this here. Let's blow this up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So now when I look at this form, now, if you look at the form, and the form number that is up here is actually form 4130E as an echo dash HCV, Henry Charles Victor. Okay. That's the form that's up here in King County, Washington. Now, this form here, it will give the voucher number. It's going to have your information. It's going to actually say, in this point here, let's see, well, your name is, it's going to say how much you're making on your voucher. It's going to actually representative to sign it. You sign it, the voucher here. And what I want to pay attention to now, this voucher has changed different from the voucher that I have in my hand. So this is a voucher. You can go. I'm not going to read all this stuff right here because I want you to go in and look up in your city, wherever city you are in, because here in Washington, living in King County is very expensive, very expensive. The apartment I currently reside in is about $2,000 a month, and we're not talking about utilities, and that's for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. All right, and it's not that much. It's enough space, but it's not all that. Okay, so as I show you this form here, what I really wanted you to pay attention to, hopefully we'll get to this here. Let's go back to the top here. Yeah, so they changed the form up on me, but this is what I want you to pay attention to. On the form that I have in front of me, which is probably expired, pay attention to how much the total rent is to the place that you have. Then pay attention to how much the county that you live in will help pay for your apartment. Okay. And this is the thing, I don't see it on this form here, but I want you to pay attention on your form. Now, what I went into is this here, and I typed the form number in on this here. You can see the top. I typed this form number in, and this pertains to Washington State landlord's form. Let me see if this one shows us anything different that we can go to. Let me see here. Let's see the HV. Let's see if it has our form here. Now I'm looking for this 41. Let me see if it's in here. See if it's in here. See if it's in here. Okay. I don't see this form in here. We're going to go back and see what other details we can get. Okay. So, but anyway, let me just tell you this, and we're going to move on. I'll get back with the form. The form I want you to pay attention to when you get this. Now, let's take it from the beginning. I'm sorry. I was asked these questions. Okay, so this is how we're gonna go do this. So I won't be repetitious, and I won't be boring the tears out of you with this here. So as we go through, I'm gonna get to these questions first, and then I'm gonna answer all those questions. And if these are some of the questions that you think you may have, cool. Let's get with it and answer those questions. Okay, so we're gonna go through. The first question was. Can illegal immigrants with 100% disability how come you only get $20 a month in food stamps? Depends on where you are, what the county that you live in, the state that you live in. You have to address that with the food stamp people there. Because believe me, and I know some of it sounds crazy, but some of this is actually lined up with the law. Because I'm telling you, when I got food stamps, or food card, it was crazy. It was stupid. Um, can veterans 100%? I would say yes, 100% in 2023. If you're a 100% disabled veteran, can you receive Hud Vash? I did it at 100%, did it for 2 years. And yes, you can do that, but check in your particular state and your county. I am a landlord who wants to help veterans in the south side of Chicago. What don't I don't know where to start. Can you please help me? Okay, if you are in Chicago and you are a landlord, the first place I would say is to check at your county housing department. So here we have the King County Housing Authorities. So go and Google up and find out where your King County Housing Authorities are. And if you have an apartment building working with that, you can talk with some representatives that are at the housing department. These guys will be the ones who are going to authorize you or to take your application in, and I think they would probably check the conditions of your apartment building. Is it, is it good? Is it decent enough for veterans to get in there and live in that building without any problems? I think that is going to be the key thing, is finding out what the qualifications are for you to have that. And thank you, sir. I appreciate you doing it for the veterans. I really do. Thank you so very much. And that came from looks like two and major 2671. This was 8 months ago, and I know you guys killing me because I didn't answer early, and that's my fault, and I apologize. All right, so let's move on. So happy that I stumbled through your channel, since I also am a Vash participant since 2019. Right on, and happiness for you, Nia. Let's say AIYAN 777. Thank you for your message, and yes, and thank you for what you do, and thank you for your service. And if you find any of the vets out there and you can help them with this program, please do. People need to know about this, because I'm telling you, I believe times are going to get pretty tight out here. Times are going to get tight, and I mean, as far as the last quarter of 2024, I am looking to buy a house, and I would urge each and every one of you. Start stacking your chips, start budgeting right. If you can get on the VAT Hush program and they can help you with paying for your rent, that's great. So it can give you some stack up some chippers here, so you can move on and get your own facility or move in a facility that you want. All right, let's go to this other thing that was asking me. If you have a federal debt I owe on business prior to COVID and I applied for a small business loan, will that affect my eligibility? I don't think so. I am not 100% on that, but I don't think so. You can still probably have debt, but the question is, if you go and get into an apartment, are you going to be able to pay that apartment? If you're able to pay the apartment, I would say this, man. If they go and check at whatever city or county you live in, you should be okay though. As long as you are not a dishonorable discharged veteran and you're living at a lower income. Okay, we're going to let me just tell you this. And I don't think this is cool, but this is what it is. Basically, if you are on the verge of losing your residence, or you are living couch to couch, or if you even have siblings, kids, as long as you're not dishonorable discharge and you have those conditions, and we say lower income, because in King County, Washington, making $3,600 a month is cool, but it's not cool. You can't live a comfortable life in King County, Washington, making it. I mean, you're going to definitely need some help from Hud Vash / Section 8, and that's what it is. It's basically Section 8 reserved for dishonorable discharge military personnel who are suffering from a low income or do not have a home at the time. Okay, so to answer that question, if you have a debt, and I owe a business prior, you owned a business prior to COVID, and you want to apply, and you apply for the a small business associated loan, will that affect my eligibility? Okay, now he's talking about, will this affect his eligibility for a small business loan? I'm thinking he's talking about a Vash Hut. but he didn't say. So if what he's owing on a small business loan income or well, I don't. I'm trying to understand it because it's like if you had a federal debt and I had owned my business prior to COVID and I applied for a small business loan, would affect my eligibility. I don't know about that. You would have to go to the SBA in your county or go to the if you really want to get a pinpointed in on that question, go to work resource in your particular town and talk to the veteran representative there. I mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. Um, the work resource in your town, if you have it, that is a place I would start. If you really want to, start answering some of these questions, start there, and they have a VA representative that's there to help you with that. All right, let's get to the next one here real quick. Let's get down. Here we go. Let me see here. It says a HUD Vash program is designed to make people think that the government is taking care of the low income vets and the homeless vets. Okay. Only a few vets actually end up getting a place and living under the HUD Vash voucher. Let's see. Let's read more on this. Whoa, he got deep in it. You will be extremely lucky to have a HUD Vash voucher, a case manager assigned to you that actually cares. Oh, God. Most of them don't care about you at all. In fact, getting them to respond to your emails or your call you back is nearly impossible. This government employee did not need to answer anyone, not even their supervisors. Wow. Wow. The supervisor are just lazy and also buddies with the lazy employees. They do all their work. What do they do all day long beyond? It's beyond me. Okay. Now I can hear this person's complaint. I hear you. Other people complain about this. Now, Dig, this is what's up. I'm not going to refute that question or that statement about getting a response to that. So now this is what I would say. This is what I would say. Let me get this over so you can see me for real here. I didn't have that problem, honestly. And this is why I say I'm going to show you my video. We're going to walk through it. I didn't have that problem, but I don't refute that. I believe that it depends on what city or what state that you are in. But there's recourses you can do to that. And so like if you go to county housing authorities, and you apply for a VA Vash HUD Vash loan, a voucher, get a business card who you can call back, have the email, right? And I would say to that person's complaint, I can understand that because I've had some people kind of dragging their feet, but I'm a persistent person. When I rock, I'm not staying in one position. And I'm not going to allow people to disrespect me because there are resources. And I want you veterans to understand this. There are resources to get to those peoples. What I mean to, you say the supervisor, I go down to work resource. I'll start getting a supervisor to work resource on top of it. I'll start contacting people. And for me, I start digging up the work on people and I start trying to find out who it is. And some people tell me, hey, that person's supervisor is boom, 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 boom. And I can go and get a hold of that supervisor at the particular place. Now, I'm going to give you an example real quick. I was on a chapter 31, and that's in my previous videos too. And we're going to go over that again. Chapter 31 is it's a little better than a GI Bill. All right. Chapter 31 is when you get a rate increase on your disability, you are eligible to apply for Chapter 31. That means even if you didn't use your GI Bill, you can use a Chapter 31. And that's the VNRE. And now it used to be called, VNRE, Vocational Employee and Rehabilitation, Vocational Rehabilitation Employment. And what they do is they find you jobs anywhere in the country that's in the United States. And if you don't have the skill set for it, then they will train you. Okay, so I'm not going to get too much in that. What I want to say to you about that is this. I'm a 100% disabled veteran. Now, my representative for the VNRE, my Chapter 31, She asked me, "Well, are you eligible to work? Because sometime if you get a PT and IU, total permanent individual unemployable, all right. If you get that, you got to watch out to make sure you don't get the one that says you cannot work. Because when you get the one that says you cannot work, that means you cannot really get to go to school or go into a program that's going to give you up your skill set. So you got to watch out for that. And so I didn't have that, but I wanted to call the DAV and ask them. And if I had this, I called for a week. Nothing. I mean, the recording. And people are in there, they're in the federal building. And the problem with that is you got to go downtown, find a parking space that's going to cost you out your behind. Then you got to go in, go through the metal detectors, then go upstairs. And if you don't have an appointment, they're going to be looking at you like you owe them money and you 5 days late. They're going to be looking at you crazy. Okay. So I had got back on the phone with my representative from the VNRE, and she goes, "Did you get that information?" I said, "No." I said, "I've been calling these guys for a week." And I dialed them while she was on the phone, and I put it up to the speaker. Now we're on a Zoom call. I put it up to the speaker, and she's hearing this. I said, she goes, "Well, try again." I tried the next day, believe it or not. Then clowns answer the phone, right? There's a DAV be slipping too. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The DAV be just messing up people. What's up to my girl? Vanessa Kitty's in the house. What's up, baby dog? Good to see you as always. I hope you and the fam are doing good. Number 2 girls up in here. That's good. Appreciate it. Right on, ladies. So I know you're gonna have something to say about this, Vanessa Kitty. You my girl. You kick it in whenever you can. All right. Appreciate you, honey. All right. So let's get to this next question here. Okay, so when it comes to, this person's asking me, what is the VASH income cap? Now, you're going to have to look that up in your city, your county, and they will probably get you to the information. What is a VASH rate? And this is a question the person's asking me. So I want to make sure I get back to everybody's questions. I will be going over this. I will be posting, let's see, every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today, I'm a little late because I was in the hospital for most of the day for some acid reflux stuff. But we are doing cool in the house, so everything's good. And we are back on point. Okay, so let's keep it rolling here because this is going to be kind of a long one tonight. I wasn't expecting this, but here we go. Okay, how much does budget income? How much does the VASH income cap? Okay, per year. You're gonna have to check with the VASH in your particular area. Somebody put it in here. It caps at one in 2022. It came at $1,280. Okay, check within your county and see what is offered in your county and what they do in your particular county. Because, like I said, the gentleman asked, do you get, if you're 100% veteran, disabled veteran, you're receiving 100% service connected, can you get on Hud Vash? I say yes. If you're in King County, Washington, yes, because I believe because the price of living in King County, Washington is high. All right, so let me see. Thank you for your insight, for the awesome insight. I think I am thinking of getting into the real estate, and this video gave me a whole new pathway of real estate. Right on. I don't know how to do it, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And it comes from Marcus. I appreciate you, my brother, and thank you for the comments here. Okay, so we're going to go through all the comments real quick, and then we're going to cut to my video, and we're going to talk about all these questions. I'm going to tell you some things that I forgot to mention in here. Let me see. I make too much for a housing voucher. Yeah, and like I said, it depends on where you are, and the thing is too, okay, you can be 100%, but if you're getting SMC, especially monthly compensation route on that with that, and you got a couple of dependents, you're going to be making almost about four or 5 grand a month. All right, now depending on where you live, that's what I'm saying. Because up here, if I was down south in Alabama or Georgia, I can get a house down there, and I can probably live pretty comfortable with what I make as 100% veteran with my SMC, special monthly compensation rate. Okay. So you're going to have to really check with your people, and you put the application in, and they're going to tell you what they're going to tell you. But no, I always say this: we are grown, and no is not a word we have never heard. So the thing is, like the lottery say, If you got to be in it to win it. So you better get it on there. That's okay. That's kid. It says only 100% P&T for decades since 1992. Right on. And they've been screwing me around. I've been in it since 2019. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get to this other question, and we're gonna move it on here. Watching and supporting my friend. Hey, thank you so much. That's Karen Ballett. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. It was a year ago, and I apologize, guys. Salute to the Black Veteran. Oh, Wally, that's my man. I got to make sure I catch up with some of you guys. Some of you guys I've been in YouTube streets with for years, man. And but that's a Kitty and Patty, you know it. And I haven't seen a lot of people, and that's my fault too because I haven't been up on this channel much. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that squared away. You guys will be hearing from me pretty often because I need this channel to blow up. I need to make sure I get these questions answered. And I got too many people telling me I should be doing this channel and I should be doing it. I should have been doing it a long time ago. So that's cool, and I much respect it. I appreciate that. Okay, so let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna go to this video that I did, and we're gonna talk about some things that I said. So let's just chop over to this real quick, and I'm gonna stop in here, and I'm gonna tell you some of the things that I didn't mention, and I don't want you getting caught up with this. Okay, so let's I hope your hospital visit was doing okay. Thank you, Vanessa Kitty. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You and Patty. Thank you guys so much. Susan, I thank you too. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Appreciate you guys. You guys are wonderful. Yeah. And you know how it is, Vanessa Kitty. Go to the hospital, then they wouldn't take me, so I had to go to the emergency room because they thought that might be having some heart conditions, and I didn't want to hear that, man. Because then definitely want to camp out in the hospital. So it's supposed to be after this reflux, and unfortunately, I gotta stop drinking beer, man. That's probably what was doing a lot of it. So, whatever. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? Yeah, it's a mystery. But anyway, it's all good. We're gonna keep that going. Oh, get up out here. What's up, Army Vet? Big Dog 420. Hey, that's my man there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 100. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Definitely. Salute to you. Salute to all of you guys up in here. Appreciate you. Right on. Oh, you went to the hospital last Friday for an appointment. Okay, you at the VA hospital? Did it take you forever and a day to get in and out of there, right? All right, I'm gonna hit you guys with this here, and we're gonna kind of drift through this pretty quick because I just want to make sure I answer all your questions with this. So this is a video that I did about a year ago, and we were talking about the Vash Hud program. So let me rock this for a minute here, and we're gonna speak because I don't want to bore you to. All right, I like my voice better than. Let's get on it. And I'm gonna move forward. All right. It was a year ago too, Patty. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay, you guys got it. We did this. All right, here we go. We're gonna get on this. Um, Thank you, Patty J, for this one here. You put that up. I should be putting it all the time. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's move it forward. Now, I'm gonna keep skipping forward because I'm not gonna do grabbing through the rubber. I just want to get you guys on set with this because when I watched this video again, I started learning about some things that I did not put out there. So let's just rock it and see what's up here. Let's go play. All right, so all right, let's see. Yeah. All right. Now that's what some of the questions that were asked to from me or to me from other veterans. What is eligible? Totally. I was eligible. Okay. Now, and how I had this, and reason why I say mostly when I applied that I was eligible is because I had lost my home, right? And when you tell anybody in the VA system that you are homeless, especially if you have kids, you are priority. They will be getting on that ASAP to get you taken care of. All right. So in this county here, I don't know if there's a universal number. Man, where's hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this for you. We're gonna see what's up here. Hang on for 1 second. Don't go nowhere. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call this number now. I think I called this number before, but we're gonna call it again, and we're gonna see what's up. I know they're gonna probably tell me go kick rocks. What cost is after 4 o'clock? But let's just see what they say. Okay, so that number is 877-424. You okay? Okay, 424-3838. Let's do this. All right, let's give them a call. Let's see what they got to say. Okay, you guys rock with me. Here we go. Let's see what we hear. Let me see. Do we hear anything? Oh, here we go.
Welcome to the Department of Veterans Affairs Homeless Veterans Helpline. Thank you for your service to our country. If this is a medical or psychiatric emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For quality assurance and training purposes,
this is the number.
Call may be monitored or recorded. To speak with the next available representative,
I know they closed.
Press 0.
Let's press
For
0.
information about benefits such as pension, disability compensation, educational GI Bill, home loans, insurance, and more, press 1. For information about healthcare eligibility and enrollment, press 2. To hear these menu options again, press pound or remain on the line for the next available representative.
All right, let's see what's up. Maybe I should do pound and let's see what the number. I think it's 1.
Welcome to the Department of Veterans Affairs Homeless Veterans Helpline. Thank you for your service to our country. If this is a medical or psychiatric emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For quality assurance and training purposes, your call may be monitored or recorded. To speak with the next available representative, press 0.
0.
For information about them.
I bet they're closed.
Thank you for calling the National Call Center for Homeless Veterans. My name is Rita. I may assist you.
Hi, Rita. Good afternoon or good evening to you. My name is David, and I am trying to figure out. I'm a 100% disabled veteran, and I'm recently going to be losing my home. I know it's coming up soon. Would I be eligible, or how do I find out how I would be eligible to receive a Hud Vash assistance?
So what I can do is gather your information and submit a referral on your behalf, and that would go to the homeless staff at the local VA medical center, and then they would reach out to you over the phone within 1 business day to talk to you about the program, the Hud Vash program. If you want, I can place a referral for you.
Oh, no, not right now. That'd be great. I'm going to call you back and I'm going to get more information. But I was just wondering because I was at 100% and I wanted to know about that. I appreciate you, Dorita. I appreciate your time.
Sure. Do you have a mortgage assistance, or did you get a VA loan? Or?
No, I don't have a VA loan or anything or mortgage assistance. Actually, I'm living in a place now here. My injuries, my disabilities are making me where I am not. I'm going to be probably losing my job pretty soon, and I know it's going to be probably coming within the next 2 or 3 months. But I want to start checking now and seeing, preparing myself in the event that this does happen. I think I'm gonna give it another month, and hopefully things will turn around.
Okay. If you want, I can provide you the number to the homeless social worker in your area. That way you'll have it in case you ever have any more questions between now and then.
Wonderful. Let me grab a pen real quick, Rita. Thank you. All right. Where is that pen? All right. Get this together. Okay. All right. Thank you so very much. Okay, I am ready.
What's your zip code so I can get that right?
I'm in the Seattle area, the 206. Oh, you want that's a zip code. Yeah, zip code. 98. I know I'm bugging you. 98001.
You are fine. Fine. Seattle actually has pretty good programs.
Yeah.
For veterans, so get that number for you.
I appreciate it.
Sure.
Good to see you too, my brother. First Magnum, the Magnum Group.
I don't have the name number listed, but I do have another one.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Okay, it's 425.
Oh, come on, Pen. 4. God bless you. You know, Pen don't want to. 425
203
203
7221.
7221. I thank you. So, and this is to what? The housing authorities
The
or
homeless.
homeless?
Yeah, the homeless social worker at your VA Medical Center.
Oh,
So
great.
if you ever have any questions about like Hud Vash or anything that you may need, you can definitely call them if
Great.
you need to directly. But we're available 24 hours a day if you want us to, if you ever change your mind about placing a referral.
Okay.
So that's totally up to you.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm going to see what happens in this month here. And this will give me still a buffer of 2 more months once this month is over. But I appreciate
I would definitely call the homeless social worker, though, because the Hud Vash is like Section 8, so you'd be put on the list.
Okay.
So just in case.
Is it like a long list or is it like pretty hard to get on?
I don't know how long the list is, but I hear that a lot that veterans are put on like a month or 2 or 6 months. It just depends on your area.
Yeah. I was thinking
what's available. Some people have gotten homes in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Some people it's like months.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. I was thinking about that too, because like you say, Seattle's pretty good. So, and I was thinking about how long it probably would be, but I appreciate all the information you just gave me, and hopefully I'll be squared away. If not, I'll be calling you guys back. I appreciate.
No problem. You have a good evening.
You as well. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, so there you have it. Hey, salute to you, the first Magnum. The Magnum group is in the house. What's up to you, my brother? Good to see you, as always. Doing the do. So you guys just heard it. You call this number. Let's put it up here. I want to make sure you see this thing big time here. Well, you see the number there, 877-424-3838. And you just heard it. I talked to the lady there, and the one person had a complaint, and they're probably right. She said it depends on your area, where you probably be getting more. You can get help faster. And Seattle is pretty good at helping out people here and getting it fast. It only took me maybe a month, maybe. But I have to say this though, and I didn't say this. This is my role and how I roll. I'm not going to sit and wait for these guys to give me a apartment. What I didn't say is this. On this, when you go and get an apartment, this is what I did. I went to a senior community because I was 55. Now, if you're 55 plus and you have disabilities, you may be eligible for some facilities. Now, how do you find it out? You're going to have to start calling some of the facilities and ask them, do they do a VASH HUD Section 8 for veterans? Say that. All right. Some will tell you no. Places around where I moved to told me no. But I went and found the place and they said yes. They do accept that. So once it was accepted, I called the HUD Vash people and I said, hey, I found the place. I need to know how much will you get me for this. Now, I didn't put this up, but I should have put this up, and I apologize. The hospital run kind of put me behind a little bit, so I do apologize, guys. So what they do is, and I got to show you this here. I didn't put this on, and I should put this on here. But this is actually what is a tier level. And the tier level is based on what area code that you live in, what area code or zip code you live in. Oh, God bless it. That you live in. And it will say, okay, you want to move to this particular area. Then you have to look at the zip code. And I'm sorry I didn't have this up here. I'm still funneling through this paperwork so I can show you guys this, because this is important. Now, here we go. When you get a HUD Vash, they're going to give you a paperwork. And that paperwork is going to look something like this. Let me see. I'm going to try to hold it up. I'm sorry. I didn't get it down here. But it shows different tiers. Now, the different tiers mean what money that they're able to spend. So, for example, I live now in what did I just say? I told her I live in 98064, but I used to live in a 98001. And so when they show you these different tiers, they actually show you a map on these tiers of where you can look at that, and the tiers will say how much money that they are going to give you on that tier that you live in. So you have to look at that zip code of where you live. Now, you just heard me talk to the lady there. So anybody who you know is on the verge of being homeless or losing their home, I would urge you to put in for that 2 to 3 months prior to you going losing your house. You just heard her. Some places it take a couple of weeks. Some places it takes like 3 or 4 months to get to your Vash HUD program going on. All right. Now, with the Vash HUD program, you look at the zip code on the tier where you can live. Now, I didn't tell you guys this, and I need you to pay attention to this. I said this before, and I say it again. When you are looking to buy or get into an apartment, and just do this either when you get ready to buy a house too, go to crime maps and put the city and the state into the crime maps on Google, and it'll pop up and it will tell you what areas. They grade it from A to F, right? And it will give you the F, and it will tell you that area. You click on it or roll down on it, and it will tell you. Let me see. I'm gonna do this now. Let me just do one real quick here, and we're gonna do crime maps. I'm gonna do this because I'm near Renton, Washington. So, all right, here we go. Let's see. Let's do crime maps. Renton crime maps. Renton, Washington. Washington. All right. Now, what I want you to pay attention to in here, let me click this up here and we'll get it up here. All right, I'm going to show you this here. All right, so check this out. Here we go. This is crime maps. Let's put this up here. Come on. And this is just Google. All right. And so we're going to Google. We say, so we want to say crime maps, Renton, Washington. Would you please go away? All right, let's try this one here. We're going to try the first one here and see if it gives us what we're looking for here. So I go to crime maps, Renton, Washington. We want to go down here and see what the crime is in the city, reporting crimes. Some will give you a map and tell you, apparently this is not the one. Oh, and do not use the city like this. This is the city of Renton Police Department. And the reason why I say don't use those guys, I mean, if you really want to know, go to the police department and talk to the cops there, and they will tell you, hey, that area is kind of funky or whatever. It will tell you that. I'm sure they will. But if you're going to go crime maps, we want to get the image, crime maps image. Let's just do this. And this is through Bing, I guess it is. Come on. So, and this is what I don't want either. Yeah, well, you see, I'm struggling with this. So I'm telling you, statistics, Renton, Washington. Let's do this. And hopefully it will give us what we're looking for. The reason why I say don't go to the city, and this is another city one, because the city will have crimes that are still in process, and they will not be updated. They will not give you the update on what's really going on. So, on this one here is neighborhood shots, I think it is. So this one here, like, for example, okay, let's use this map here. Let's scroll up here. All right, now you see at the bottom here, it says most dangerous. The darker it gets, the most dangerous it is in that particular area. Now you look at this area, and then you look at some of the dark places that are here. What part of Renton that this is in? So I want you, if you go anywhere, if you're looking for a house, apartment, go and look up their things. Like I say, I don't use the police. Don't tell you all the statistics at that particular point in time. And so you want to know all the statistics when you get there. So I'll get back up here. Stop playing. I always say, look at this and put it in your city and check it out. Okay. Now, we talked about this before too. Not just wanting to know the crimes that are in your particular area. Always good to see you, Brother Maga. Not just the particular crimes that are in your area. You want to know this. And we talked about this. We're getting the house, period. You want to know these things that are important, these minimum 3 things. Are you safe in your apartment? So like where I live, you have to push the call button to come up, right? You have to have a key fob to use the elevator, right? In order to come up. All right. So that's a little bit safety there. If you have a car, do they have a parking garage? Is your car safe in that parking garage? This is, you have to know these things, because if it ain't, you better have some good insurance, because somebody gonna break in your car or whatever. And then I was in a city called Tequila, and it was a lot of crime there. Car break-ins, right? Cadillac converters being stolen, right? So these are things. Do you have a good maintenance crew there? If something happens in your crib, you get the drain stopped up or your dishwasher starts messing up. Do they have maintenance there to look after that, to take care of it? The other thing that's important, and I want you to do this, this is important. How long has your management been in place where you live? All right. If they are new, that means they are not aware of all the crimes. And if they are, they're not going to tell you anyway. They're going to tell you it's getting better. And they're going to tell you, because they want you to get into that apartment. So now, when you are talking with the leasing manager or the leasing manager, understand they're just in charge of leasing. Then you have an assistant, and then you have a manager. You go and get the email from the manager, the assistant manager. That's what you want to get in contact with in case some junk pops off and you can't get maintenance to come up. My suggestion is take a shot, a video of it, whatever the problem is, email it to them. Therefore, you got it solidified that, oh, this is what's happening. This is what, and I already told you about this, and it hasn't been taken care of. Because, see, if you're running into problems that are so bad and they're not taking care of it, you may be able to break your lease. Okay, but let's back up. Now that you look and you're checking out the tower, the house, the apartment, and you're like, okay, this is cool. Then what you want to do, if you go and get it, this is it. If you go and talk to housing and you want them to move into a Vash HUD, or they're going to help you to Vash HUD or Section 8. The thing you have to be cognizant about too is this. Having an apartment, if you're going to go into a Section 8 or a Vash HUD place, you're going to be in there with a bunch of other people who are Section 8 and Vash HUD too. Okay. My thing is, I'm single and I have a sleeping disorder. So I don't want to live around where a bunch of kids are. No disrespect to kids, love them, but when it comes to my sleep, kids don't got a job. Kids ain't got my problem. So I need to make sure that I'm cool with that. All right. So when you go into a place, and that's why it's good that you go and check out the place, check out where it is, see what's going on around the place, see what's happening. Okay. Because HUD would send you to a place, but you don't have to go particularly to a HUD place. You can go to a place that you find that will accept that HUD voucher. Now, I didn't tell you guys this because I forgot all about this, and that's why I was watching my video and I had to go through that. So I'm going to skip through my video a little bit more, and we're going to talk about this as well with this video. Okay, so we got the number for HUD. Okay, we're straight. We call them. They're going to have somebody call you back within 1 business day. You guys heard that if you're still here. 1 business day, they're going to call you back for the HUD Vash, and they're going to ask you questions to get your application, okay? Once your application is there, the thing I would say is this. Get a number, get an email, or have them email you. Brian Turner's up in the house. This is my man, 100 grand. What's up with you, my brother? I'm so happy for you. Now, Brian Turner, first LT, he went through all the other jumping through everything and messed around and got him a nice federal job, and that's what I'm talking about. He's getting that this Tuesday, tomorrow, right on for that brother here. And let's give him some more props here. Yeah, salute. When I see people like that and I'm able to help them out, it really, that's why I'm here. And that's why I want to be here to help people. And even just to bounce some stuff off from other people. Brian Turner did all this work on his own. I'm telling you, he went and got some other people's help, but his fortitude and his moving forward is what, is why he's where he is. And this is my brother. And so salute, man. And that's what the thing is, is keeping you motivated to go out there and get it. But Nessa Kitty can contest to that, is that, how long it took her and even me to get our 100% and be able to live comfortable. We had fortitude and we had to move forward. And the cool thing about my brother, the first LT, Brian Turner, he's stacking up them veterans, federal things, those federal years. Now, I will tell you, how many jobs out there will give you a 20-year retirement? Yeah, where's my no. That's how many jobs out there will give you 20-year retirement if you're working. All right. So if you can rack up your 20 years, and the first LT, Brian Turner, he's gonna be set because his retirement is gonna be big, and he's young, and he can go and get another retirement after that if he wants to. Rack up his 20 with the federal government, go work with the county, rack up some more serious money, have you the county, they pay you, and that's one thing you say about even the federal government. They'll pay you. Other jobs, you better have a nice 401k, because you better be working on it and diversifying your cash. We talked about a budget thing. Please go check it out. But okay, so now that we got to, let me see, I'm going to skip forward to this. Now that we have gotten to, let me see, let me just show this. We got into, you call the Hud Vash people. You guys got the number, or you heard me, you heard the lady when she was talking to me, what she was saying. So now you already fill out your application and you're waiting to hear back. While you're waiting to hear back, my best suggestion is, whenever you do that, if you have belongings that you're probably going to need to put in storage, and I don't like storages, I use storages very minimal because you can forget about storages, and a lot of stuff you have in storage you're not using, and probably you can sell it or discard it. I know some of that's valuables that we need to put somewhere. And if you're blessed to have a friend with a garage, they can hold you down for a second. But use the storage as minimal, because that's a monthly payment that it just keeps going and going and going and going. And you got to move it. So between the time of after filling out the application, think about moving. Who's going to move you? Are you going to move yourself? Start calculating it up. Not moving yet, but start calculating it up. How much is it going to cost me? What do I need to do this? My suggestion with that too is this: whenever you decide to move, I do not go and get cardboard boxes. Let me tell you this: I don't get cardboard boxes. I go and get those totes. I go over to Big Lots, Walmart, but mostly Big Lot, and I'll get my totes from them. The reason why I use totes is because totes can be used over and over again if you just, because when you use cardboard boxes, once the sides lose their integrity, is compromised, your box is pretty much nothing. And then buying all that cardboard boxes and doing what? Throwing them away or putting them in a corner. I do this with my totes. I give them to friends, and I just tell them, use my totes to move. Just bring them back. This is free boxes. You go and pay cardboard boxes at Home Depot, Lowe's. You're gonna be paying crazy for that stuff. So you, my friend, and you got another friend. You got a family member, and you go, hey, they go, I'm moving. Well, hey, here's these totes. Go and move with these totes, and when you're done, bring them back. So now we are working as a family, and we're sharing these totes. And how much money are we saving? God bless it. We're saving a lot of money, because cardboard boxes are not cheap. And we use them like once or twice, and then we throw them away. Not cool. All right. So you want to think about that. What's the cost of living what's the cost of moving going to be? All right. Who's going to move you? How much, what you need to pack it in? Think about that. And while you're waiting to see if your voucher's ready, start looking around at places. Get on the internet and start looking at places that you might want to move to. Now, why I'm saying this, and I say this, and I said it before, if you're going to move and you don't have a transportation, or if you have transportation, if you're going to move, let's say you don't have transportation, you don't want to move too far from a bus line, right? So you can get out and about. Don't move right on top of it if you can help it, but not too far. I mean, like walking distance if all possible. And another thing, move close to a library in your city. The reason why I say this, move close to a library, is because they have computers there if you don't have a computer. If you have a computer, great. Start paying your bills through your bank. We talked about that on my budget video, so check it out. Go to your credit union, and they should have utilities set up where you can pay through there. I see people lined up in front of Safeway counter to pay their bills. I'm like, what the hell is no? And then another thing too is, if a person is on a credit union, you should check with your credit union and see if they do credit union to credit union share. Because what the thing can be is, if you need to send money to them, you can go through your credit union and send it through them on their account, and you're not paying a transaction fee like Western Union does. Now, I'm not knocking Western Union to the curb, because they are a needed source. So people do use Western Union, and which is good. But I'm saying if you are low income and you don't have a car, um, I mean, I've seen people do it at SARS where I used to live. Line up in SARS. I want to pay this bill. Go through your credit union. I paid my bills, my electric bill, my electric bill, yeah, and what else to pay through there? Oh, that's all. And I do my insurance for my car is automatic withdrawal. So, but I only have to pay my electric bill, and everything's bundled up into my package over here. When I want to pay for water, sewage, and my rent, right? So that's another thing I want to give you on that because I didn't mention this. All right. I probably won't get too far on this video that I had up because I know it's kind of long. I'm just going to try to skip to some parts where we can have this conversation and keep it moving. All right. So another thing I want to get you on to is this. When you go and apply for a Hud Vash loan, all right. Now, say you get the Hud loan, the Hud Vash, they will give you a counselor. All right. Now, this other person that you were listening to when I was talking earlier, they having a hard time with these counselors. They're not getting back with them. They're not answering the question, not picking up the phone. All right. So this is why you need to have an email for them. And you need to, because the email will document it. When you call, nobody's having caller ID in a business. Maybe some, but not all. They don't care if they do or not. But I'm saying when you send a email, that email is documented and it has a date and time. All right. And you can send them email. And this is, I'm going to tell you, which is true. This is what's happened. And this is why I'm telling you this. I want you to get in tight with your counselor. Whoever that counselor is, I want you to get in tight with that person. Because when you get in tight with that person, this person is privy to knowing some other discounts. Now, what the counselor is going to do, he's going to come talk to you and go, well, how much is your rent? He want to make sure that you know how much your rent is. You want to make sure you know how much you are exactly paying for what. You know, you're going to pay appears trash and water, and then they have a cable that's bundled in with this. So the thing is, I want you to be cognizant about is getting tight with this person because when I was in his, I think 2019 or 2021, I think it was, the counselor came to me and says, hey, you want to get on, what do they call it? Rent assistance. I said, what is rent assistance? He goes, they will pay your rent up to 5 months. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Pardon my vernacular. Heck yeah, I want to get on that. So what's that mean? That means I don't got to pay rent for 5 months. And so what I do, and I suggest you do it, go pay off any of those big old bills you have. Any of the credit cards that you may have a few on and they have a high interest rate on it, see if you can get that paid down. You want those high interest rate credit cards out of your hands. You don't want to be messing with those things there. Okay. So I didn't tell you guys that, and I apologize, but check, when you have a counselor, he's going to come once a month. He's going to ask you, what are you paying? Because he wants to know if you're paying. He's going to ask you, or she's going to ask you, are you struggling to make these payments? And if you are, they might be able to offer you a program. They got plenty of programs out here. I want you guys to understand this too. Some of the churches that you see around your neighborhood, they do offer assistance to help out veterans. So I strongly suggest you get in there and check out, some of the churches. You can ask them, and some of the churches will give you free food. And some of the churches carry free food, especially when the pandemic came out. A lot of churches, had drive-through so you can get free food. So the thing is too, when you're in that program, start looking for the food, because a lot of these places donate food that are free. And yeah, free. And there's not a lot of garbage food. It's really good food. Some food, I mean, I'm not talking about steaks and all that crap there, but I'm talking about fruits, vegetables, and they do some breads, some cupcakes, cakes, and stuff like that. It's not all bad. And I think it can save you money. Okay. So that's another suggestion. Okay. For that. So I'm not, I guess I was going to go through the video, but I watched the video that I did last time, and I forgot to tell you guys a few things. Now, here's another thing. When you have that counselor, you will have that counselor for a whole total of 12 months. They will come and check on you every month. Some can be boneheads or whatever, but you get their card. They'll give you the card and their number, and they know, because they will send you a paperwork once you into the program. I say 2 or 3 months, and they will ask you, how is that counselor doing? How is he treating you? How do you feel about it? And they will give you a number. and they will give you the letter to fill out and send it back in. Check the boxes, fold it up, send it back. Okay. So that will give you so don't always think that you're out there by yourself and these people are just leaving you hanging. Okay. Some people are sloppy at their jobs and some people are very good at their jobs. But if you happen to run into a sloppy one, this is your source of letting them, making them accountable for who they are and what they're doing. Now, 12 months has passed. You had a counselor from month to month to month to month. Now, when you first move into your apartment, I got to tell you this, I'm slipping. When you first move into your apartment, they will help you pay for the down payment. All right. I don't think, no, they didn't help me pay. They didn't help pay me to move, but they paid for my down payment. Some places that you move in will tell you they will pay for you to move as long as you move into their place. But check that out with the place that you're interested in moving in, as long as they accept your voucher. All right. So now after 12 months, what happens? After 12 months, you will not have a counselor no more. Okay. And you can move anywhere in the United States that you want to move on that voucher. Now, here's the caveat with that you must know. On that particular voucher that you have, if you decide to move, there's 3 things that you really, really, really have to know. There's going to be more, but I'm going to give you these top 3. One is you're going to have to pay for your move. So if I move out of Washington State and move to I don't know why I would move to Louisiana, but if I move to Louisiana, I got to pay for the moving of my all of my belongings, all my personal stuff. I have to pay for that. So that whether that means you can hook it up, hook a small thing up from U-Haul to the back of your car and drive to where you're going, or whether you're going to get a pod and have them ship your stuff, you're going to have to pay for that. Now, when you move this second time, you are going to be responsible for paying the down payment to move into your apartment. Some asked you when I moved in, they asked me a flat fee of like $300 or $400. Some places will say we want the first and last payment in order for you to move here. So these are the things you have to think about before you move. And the other thing that's very, 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 very important is you need to talk with your counselor. Now, you know me, I don't ever tell people what you need, but I'm going to tell you. You need to talk with your counselor and tell them where you are planning to move or where you want to move, because they are going to have to get a hold of the counselor down there wherever you decide to move. And you're going to have somebody available to pick up your case down there when you move so they can keep paying you. Now, if you do not do this and you move to wherever you plan on moving and you get down there and you don't have a counselor, you are going to be kind of asked out on the Hud Vash situation because you did not notify your counselor. So you have to notify your counselor that you were trying to move to another place. Okay. We're talking Hud Vash here. Okay. Now, I didn't tell people this because I straight forgot about it. All right. And the thing is, I say this: be proactive instead of reactive when it comes to this thing. Start thinking about what you want to do, where you want to be. For me, I get tired of people coming and checking on me month to month. I want that stuff done. I want to be living on my own. I want to be doing my thing. I don't need nobody to come checking on me month to month. But this is what they would do to make sure that you know how much you're paying. They want to know if you're responsible for making your payments and why you having problems if you're having problems. All right. Now, this is the thing you're going to have to deal with Hud Vash. So I'm telling you guys, if you have any questions about it, I'm going to give you exactly what I went through. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I didn't like and what I put up with and what I did like. So they'll put the whole ball in the nut wax, in a whole ball here, the whole wax in the ball. And we're going to end this, okay? Hud Vash. Let me go back and get this number for you. Hud Vash, I want you to call the number if you know somebody who is interested or who is trying to get into the Hud Vash program. The Hud Vash program is a Section 8 program. And it is a Section 8 program that helps veterans. How it came about is that a lot of veterans were not getting, were looking and going, well, wait a minute. I'm a veteran and you're giving housing to all these other people who, and I went out and served the country. So they started this program to help out veterans and allow slots for veterans, just like the lady who said on the phone that these can take you up to 3 weeks and some take up to months. All right. So the save your problems from from that stuff. Be proactive. And like I say, look up, dial the number, call. They will get you a case manager. They will give you somebody to call you back in one business day, and they're going to help get you to the application process. My thing is, when you go through the application process, always ask, make sure you got the person's name, ask them for an email. So, if you can't call them, you could email them, and then ask them this: how long do you think it would take for me to get a voucher if I'm eligible? And if you have any questions about your eligibility, ask them the question too, just like they asked me, hey, Seattle Black, how long will it take me, if I'm a 100% veteran, does it affect me? In King County, Washington, no. All right. So these are the things I want you guys to be privy to, and I want you to get on top of it and stay on top of it. Be proactive instead of reactive. And go to my budget page and start looking at some of that stuff there too, and start finding out how you can save your money as a veteran and how you can stop paying. I'm looking up this now, and I want you guys to help me with this. If you're 100% veteran, do you have to pay state taxes, just by buying stuff, right? Now, we know if you're 100% veteran, you can get your car tags if you want to. And I say always get the most expensive car and pay it through, get that one to get the tags on, so you don't have to be paying a high price on it, bad boy. All right. So let me see. I think I got everything that I wanted to talk to you about. I do apologize because I was late today. I was in the hospital earlier today, which sucked. And so we're back home, and I got here late. And some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I know I remembered those particular things, is the moving, which is important. Now, how do you get on the program? Are you eligible? Like I said, go to your listen to me. Go to your county housing authority. Your county housing authority. If you don't know that, go to the work resource. Talk with them. Now, I'm gonna tell you this about the work resource. Pardon me. The work resource is a good a place I would say go and check out, because the work resource, if they know that you are losing your house or whatever, they might have programs to help you. When I was losing mine, they came by and they said, hey, look, Dave, we got a one-time $500 that we can give you one time. I said, okay, great. So I utilized that one time to pay off my utilities and stuff like that. Went to them again. They go, oh, wow, right on. Check it out. We got gas cards. We got gas cards up to $60. Here, take the gas cards. They gave me a Safeway card, and it was $100 for food. All right. So check out the work resource and always try to look in and see what benefits that are yours. I keep telling you, brothers and sisters, this. I know it's a pain in the ass to keep fighting for your rights. But look, Vanessa Kitty, myself, LT, Brian Turner, the first Mac, we keep fighting. And I know it's tiring. And that's why I say, while you are fighting, do not let the fight drag you. All right. I'm still taking L's, and it doesn't bother me no more. I took so many of them. And the thing is, I take time out and just breathe. Go sit by the ocean, by the beach, or sit where you know that's comfortable to you, and let your mind just get away from all the bull crap. Step away from the phone, the computers, all the TVs, and give yourself a break. All right. Because, everything's not going to happen overnight. And some things will take, will kind of piss you off, to be honest. But, keep your rapport, and always remember, I always say this when I'm always asking people for help. I said, a person who's asking for food cannot be yelling at the person trying to give them food. All right. So, keep yourself cool, keep yourself calm. Don't lose I know you want to be DMX. Y'all going to make me lose my mind up in here. Y'all going to make me go all out. Y'all going to make me lose my cool. Respect. Rest in paradise, DMX. All right. But I want you guys to be aware of those tidbits on Hud Vash. If you have any questions, please hit me up. My walk is what I give you. I am not a professional at a Hud Vash. I am not a lawyer or anything like that. I am the Seattle Black veteran giving you from my perspective. And I say I can speak on it because I walk the walk. All right. I walk the walk, but I'm heading for a place. I'm heading for a house. I want my own spot. And so this is the thing. If you want your own spot, you can go and kick it, every now and then and do your thing. But your focus should be, number one, on where you want to be. And I'm talking about right now. Set a 5-year plan. If you're going into the Hud Vash program, I know people who've been in the Hud Vash program for years. I ain't knocking that. Do what you got to do. Some people stay on it for years because they're able to stack money. And if you're able to stack money while you're on the Hud Vash program, that's right on. That is 100%. You got me there. That's 100%. And that's what you should do, I believe, right? Because it's going to come a time that you're going to have that opportunity to get into a house when that interest rate is low, like when they started back, dropped it down to 2%. I wish I had my money together then. But if it ever gets that low again, that's where you're going to, you want to be. So, all right. So focus on where you want to be. I wish I was calling the first LT, Brian Turner, this brother diligently fighting to get his federal job. He talked to me, told me all the ups and downs. He broke down stuff that I didn't know. And I worked for the federal government. I worked for DOD for 5 years, right? And he put it in perspective. And he's a nice gentleman. He's respectful. Oh, yeah, salute to your dad there, Brian Turner. Give him that love from Seattle Black. Appreciate him. All right. His dad's also a veteran. So, you know, and the tenacity, you need to have that. I'm going to get what I deserve. All right. And now sometimes it's harder than others. I'm telling you, 1987 to 2019, it took me to fight all that long. I suffered, went through a lot of crap. And I finally got my 100%. But I'm still not out of the woods. All right. I'm going to take you guys with me when I go through buying a home, just like I'm taking you with me through everything that I've been through. So I want you to, take, they say, take all the meat, spit out the bones. All right. And just make your life more happy for you. Stay in the fight. Keep doing what you're doing. I am the Seattle Black veteran, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. If you're new here, please hit the like and subscribe. Give me some questions. Hit me up on my email. What you see at the bottom here is the SeattleBlackVet@gmail.com. Or you can just leave a comment, and I will be checking on this here. We are going to have a question and answer. Probably, I'm going to try to do a question and answer on a Saturday or Friday, but I'm trying to make sure I'm here for you at least 3 days a week. And we're going to be talking about things that I'm currently still going through as a veteran. And a lot of people will not impart this information to you because some people don't think what they're going through is important. And some people think that they're the only ones going through what they are going through. Cut it out. I get some veterans in here. I don't need none of that. I'm well off. I don't need. Are you crazy? Come on. Seriously. Boy, you need your ass whooped. Yeah, you need it. Ass what? Don't you be in here sleeping on your goddamn benefits. This is not just for you. It's for your family too. You might have kids. You might adopt a kid if you don't have one. And you might be able to help get them squared away for college, for school, and get a degree paid for that is rightfully theirs. So if you're sleeping on your benefits, I don't know why you are. And like I said, if you are, you need your ass whooped. All right. So stop playing around and get out there and get what is required for you. And I know it's tough, but don't talk to me about tough. Vanessa Kitty went through it for a long time. She had to go up to public officials and people. I went through it for almost 30 years and I'm still fighting. And I'm going to keep fighting because I want my benefits and I want you to know what your benefits are. All right. So stay strong, stay in the game, keep playing, keep doing what you're doing, and much love. And I appreciate you, the first bag, Brian Turner, Kitty, Big Dog, Vet 420, and Patty J, and to my girl, Susan over here. I appreciate all you guys that keep a brother like me on point, and we're going to keep bringing it to you. May the best of blessings stay in your corner. May peace always be in your mind, and may you be free from anger and depression. Much love to you. I am the Seattle Black veteran. I love each one of you. You guys take great care. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you Wednesday. All right. Take care, guys. Talk to you later.